So, Olivia, you read the first two chapters of The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. You know, I asked you to read the book, or parts of the book, so that you can get a better understanding of how to use the book for your life and what you do. After reading the first two chapters of the book, what was your overall impression of the book?
I think it was a good book, and I think that it has a lot of good ideas in it that I could use in my life for my goals of getting into certain schools and to making myself a better health. And I also think that he had a lot of good points in it when he was talking about how not everybody's lucky and no one's not lucky, it's just the choices that you make.
Very good, very good. So, if there was anything that you could pull from the book, give me a couple of things that you could put into action, that you could take action like immediately from this point forward to get to your goals that you want.
Well, I could stop slacking and I could start to understand that certain things aren't going to change, and I need to just look at my goals of getting into the high school I want to go to, and so I don't have bad grades in math or something like that. And also that in health, I need to make better choices when it comes to in my diet or the shakes or in exercise. And I think that if I do that, then I should kind of go closer to my goals.
Okay, very good, very good. So your overall impression of the book so far, what is it?
I think it's a really great book, and if you want to look at how to get to your goals, you should read it so you can understand how to take the steps to get there.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, little girl. All right, Nick, tricky Nick trying to be slick. Tell me how the overall impression of the book so far that you've read the first two chapters.
My overall impression of the book is that it's a really good book for learning how to complete your goals, and it shows you the steps to take to get there, and you mentioned a lot of great points about how to get to your goals and what to do to achieve them, and just like my sister said about how no one's born lucky, and how you make your life is what you make of it.
So what two strong points in the book stand out in your mind the most as to how you're going to use it to take action immediately to take on some of the goals you want to achieve?
Well, the 2 points that stand out in the book is when he said that success takes time and that it's not overnight thing like a lot of people would want it to be. It's something that you have to work and strive for. And the second one was when he was talking about how you have to decide to make a change, and that nobody's going to make that change for you.
All right, well, I thank you both for sharing that. So the main thing, the reason I have you read these books that I have you read when you come visit with me is that you have an opportunity to explore another side of things. You know, you go to school, you work at home with your chores. You know, Nicholas, you play guitar. Olivia, you're doing other pursuits as well. Olivia, you want to be involved in the medical field. Nicholas, you want to be involved in the meteorology field. And every choice that you make right now is going to have an impact later on as to what you can do in those fields, if that's what your chosen field of endeavor is. And my focus as your dad is to make sure that when you're going over your subject matter in your schools, whether you're having a subject that is difficult for you or a subject that's easy for you, that you tackle that subject, because ultimately it's going to make an impact later on. It may not be that you will use a particular subject in your field of endeavor. You know, ironically, Olivia, you will probably use more anatomy than Nicholas does in your field of study. But the way that you learn how to study now, the ability to take notes, the ability to dwell on notes. What I do with my classes, because I do pretty well in my classes, I take college classes, is I will take notes for my classes, and then I will dwell on what I've taken. I will think about it. I will read the notes over later before I even go to bed. And it helps me retain the information, so I'm not having to go back and cram all this material in my head, so that when I have to do a paper or anything else, I can be better suited to do it. I may never use this in any field of endeavor that I ever do, but the point is it teaches me things that I need to know so I can have intelligent conversations, and have the ability to figure things out when I need to figure things out because I've examined higher concepts. That's all what this is about. Some of the stuff you will never use, but it enables you to be able to be a better thinker and a clearer thinker and a stronger thinker to make things happen. You know, you can't change people. You can only change you. I mean, you can influence people, but you can't motivate them. You can inspire people, but you can't motivate them. But you can have an impact on people based upon what you say and how you act. Nobody cares about what you say, ever. They only care about what you do. Okay? So what I'm looking at is that you read the first 2 chapters of the book. I'm glad you read it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And most importantly to me is that you have an ability to take what you read right now and put it into action. There are a lot of folks, we can all read something, but if we don't have a plan to put it into effect immediately or see how it could help us in our daily lives right now and what we do, reading is just the entertainment. I want the book, as you read the remaining chapters of the book, I want you to be looking at how would I use this material right here to impact my life, and what steps would I take right now to impact my life. Thanks, guys. We're going to enjoy the rest of our days. We're going to eat some turkey tomorrow. We're going to work out today. We're going to have some fun. You know I love y'all. You know I'm just making sure that you all are, you know, primed and focused on being the best that you can be, because you deserve to be the best that you can be. Not for me, but for you. Thanks, guys.